them and how much he has meant to this sport. It's definitely a mutual feeling. Mike Krukow, one of the greatest of all time in this game. All right, coming up next, we've got more from Oracle Park as the Giants take on the Tigers in a series opener.
We've got Friday night baseball as the Giants return home to Oracle Park, and tonight they meet the Tigers. It's interleague action, game one of the series, and it's right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. To my left is Mike Krukow. And before we get into the game, you know, you still have time to change your mind.
I'm thinking about it.
All right, good. All right, so now, Mike, tell me why, and tell our fans why it's still exciting to watch this team that's fairly new, the San Francisco Giants.
Well, they have a lot to prove. And what they're trying to prove is that they can hang here and they can play and control the rhythm of the big league game of baseball, which plays at a faster speed than any other level of baseball in the world. That'll be the test between now and the end of the season. So basically, this is a tryout. But they're getting playing time. If they're playing with a good team, they're not getting this playing time. This is a huge opportunity, and for the Giants' young players, they need to take advantage of it.
Take advantage of it. You never know when that opportunity comes again. All right, should be fun here tonight against the Tigers. It always is on a Friday night, so stay tuned. We'll take you back to the NBC Sports Bay Area studios for more right after this.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. By Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill, largest in-stock inventory in Northern California of your favorite luxury home appliances. By Cache Creek Casino Resort, Northern California's premier entertainment destination. By Heffernan, because you're different. And by Amazon, spend less on your kids for back to school. The Giants open up a 9-game homestand tonight against the Detroit Tigers out at Oracle Park. Beautiful night on the Bay. A little bit chilly, as always. Tell you what, Detroit has been surging as of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games, scoring more than 50 runs during that time. Hi, everyone, and welcome back into our NBC Sports Bay Area studios. Sean Estes, Kylan Mills here, getting you ready for first pitch. And the Giants are going to be rolling out an opener for the first time this year with JT Brubaker getting the start. What do you make of that decision?
They're turning back the clock, Kylan.
Why not, I guess?
2021, 2022. When we saw a lot of openers. I think right now it's an opportunity for Brubaker and maybe some other guys to see what they have, if they can start. Brubaker was a starter. In the past, he's made 62 starts in his career, so not unfamiliar territory. So we'll have to see how that goes against one of the best teams in baseball. And then Trent Harris got called up today, but I'm going to let Mike Krukow give the scouting report on him. It'll be much better.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to argue with you there. But, hey, good to have you back, Sean. More coming up from Oracle Park. Tigers, Giants is just around the corner.
Yep, just got...
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
All right, back here at Oracle Park, fans filing in as we get ready for the Giants to take the field and to get this game started, as we are just about ready to watch the Giants and the Tigers in game one of this three-game series. Mike, what do you got?
All right, time now for our powerful performance brought to you by Xfinity. 19 years ago today, Barry Bonds was tied with Hank Aaron on top of the all-time home run list. And here's Dwayne Kuiper with the call.
And Bonds hits one high. Hits it deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone. He is on top of the all-time home run list.
So there's the plaque commemorating 7:56, 19 years ago, and it doesn't seem like it was more than 5 years ago, but there it is. All right, we got baseball, so stay tuned. We'll have the lineups and the first pitch right after this.
Stanford Medicine Orthopedics offers comprehensive care for even the most complex cases, with top specialists using the latest technology and minimally invasive techniques to make sure you recover faster. Because our one goal is helping you reach yours. Learn more at stanfordhealthcare.org/ortho.
All right, back here at Oracle Park, umpires are out, managers are out, lineup cards being exchanged, and we're just about ready for game one of this game series. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. It's 61 degrees. That's very comfortable. And you see the winds picking up as we speak.
All right, let's take a look at that wind. It's 16 miles per hour. And driving into the ballpark today, there were white caps on the bay. And that means that you're going to have a fun night for pop-ups. Not much help to right field tonight. Most of the wind is going out to center to left. But pop-ups, good luck.
It's one of the reasons we show up every day. All right, here's the Tigers lineup brought to you by your Bay Area Chevrolet dealers. It'll be Kevin McConaughey to lead things off, followed by Torres, Dingler, and then Riley Green. It'll be Colt Keith. He's the DH, and he'll be hitting fifth, followed by Torkelson, Clark, and then Javier Baez, one of the more recognizable players in this lineup. And hitting ninth will be Zach McKinstry. There's your Tigers lineup.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the right-handed veteran, J.T. Brubaker, 6'4", 197-pounder. He's 32 years of age, and he is in his 7th year at the big league level. No record yet as a Giant, still looking for his first win, 3.17 ERA in 54 innings. You take your at-bats against him, you're going to see pitches that you would see from a starter. He's got 2-seam and a 4-seam fastball. A lot of sinker sliders. He also has a curveball and a changeup. And let's take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Brubaker. So you mentioned sinker slider as the primary weapons. He will throw anything at any time, but when he's right, you're going to see a lot of ground balls. And let's take a look at the defense that the Giants will employ tonight. It's brought to you by Walkup Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be McRae, Gilbert, and Lee, the best arm in left field. Adames and Koss on the left side of the infield, Basabe and Devers on the right side. And Daniel Susak, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Now the Tigers have been playing really good baseball. They've won 5 of their last 6. They just took 2 out of 3 in Seattle. And they find themselves still involved in this wild card race, even after making a huge trade right before the trading deadline. So they come in 3 games under 500 at 56 and 59. So here we go. We got another nice Friday night crowd. Glad you joined us. This will be a nice homestand. The Giants will be home for a while. So here's McGonigal, who's hitting at 284, and he takes a pitch wide. So we get started at 7:16. McGonigal, 12 home runs, 44 driven in. And there's a called strike. Only one of these Tiger hitters has ever faced JT Brubaker, and that's Javi Baez, who's hitting in the 8th spot.
Let's take a look at the umpires tonight. Ramon De Jesus behind the plate. Adrian Johnson, he'll be at first base. Paul Clemens over at second. Quinn Wilcott, he will be at third tonight.
Could be a thing, and it falls just over the glove of Basabe and in front of Jung-Hoo Lee, and that's how this game gets started.
I'll tell you what, Basabe went out there and he was not afraid. This has got to be a second baseman's nightmare, because you're going straight at the right fielder, and unfortunately they avoid the collision. That could have been ugly.
Yeah, you just hope as an infielder that the guy in the outfield isn't a maniac. Here's Gleyber Torres, who shoots one to right, so he's got a base hit. And Jung-Hoo Lee is going to hit the cutoff man. It'll be first and third, just like that, with nobody out.
Torres going after that first pitch, and I think you're going to see a lot of guys on this Tiger team do that. They're playing good ball. But Torres, I mean, he's up there. He knows he's going to see a sinker ball pitcher with movement coming back into him, and he inside outs it to right field. And there's a guy who had a plan, and it was disciplined. He wasn't trying to hit it over the Coke bottle. He sets up a first and third, nobody out against Brubaker.
Well, right off the bat, trouble. Here's Dylan Dingler, and he fouls a straight one back, and it's 0-1.
Again, hacking at that first pitch. Strike zone tonight with Ramon De Jesus, the plate umpire. He's a low ball guy. He's got tight corners, but it's a consistent zone. But you don't get a lot of help from him.
Dingler, an all-star, hitting at 278. Spanish audio is available on the SAP channel. This is one of the big dogs in this lineup. 26 home runs, 78 runs batted in. On the ground, this is a fair ball. Koss will get one there, and that's all they'll get. And the Tigers will open up with a 1-0 lead.
Nice play from Christian Koss. Ball hugging the line, and he's got to get himself in position to get a throw out to second base. You see the hips start to center his target to second base, and Basabe just not enough time or arm to get Dingler, the catcher, who runs well.
RBI number 79. Now this ball gets away from Susac, and just like that, the Giants lose an opportunity for a double play.
That's an important 90 feet when you have a sinker baller on the mound.
Riley Green, very strong left-handed hitter, and he takes a strike, hitting at 276. He's got 16 home runs. He's got 54 runs batted in. And a shot right at Basabe. So hard hit ball, but Basabe barely has to move.
Well, I don't think he had a chance to show a lot of range on that one. That was a 104-mile-an-hour bolt.
Yeah, that almost takes your glove out to right field. So here's Colt Keith. and a strike. 275. 8 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Another left-handed hitter, and guess what he does, folks? You just don't see it a lot, as you see a little one here. He chokes up. Colt Keith chokes up. That's the story.
Well, yeah, he's a big fella too. 6'2", 210. And hot. See his numbers in the last 11 games.
Hey, we had a guy here that choked up. You just saw him hit 756 home runs. Two and two. Got him, and he knew it. A run for the Tigers. Giants are coming up.
Slow roasted chicken at Taco Bell. It's inside the new Cantina Chicken Rolled Quesadilla. Yeah, it's in there. He gets it. The new Cantina Chicken Rolled Quesadilla, only at Taco Bell.
It's Halloween time, and Minnie's begun to brew up delights and spine-tingling fun. Visit Disneyland.com for current offers or to learn more about a Magic Key annual pass.
250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Switch and you can save $700.
Giants haven't hit yet, so let's check out their lineup, brought to you by Bay Area Chevrolet dealers. It'll go like this. Eldridge, the DH, he's in the leadoff spot, followed by Lee Adamas, Devers, and then Susak. Gilbert will hit 6th. Basabe, McCray, and Koss. That'll round out your lineup.
On the hill tonight for the Tigers will be the 26-year-old right-hander, Cater Montero. Montero, 6'1", 180-pounder. He is in his second year at the big league level out of Tui, Venezuela. This is what he has done this year. He's been in and out of the rotation, but he's locked in it now. I mean, his last outing, he went 6 shutout innings, allowed 2 hits against the A's, so he's pitching with a lot of confidence right now.
Here's Eldridge, who takes a pitch on the inside corner. This is for the Pirates. This is the, as this has popped up. And the little pop-up dance. I mean, the Tigers, this will be the back end of a 3-city road trip. They started out in Oakland, Seattle, and now here.
Let's take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Cater Montero. You'll see four-seam and sinker usage. He uses four-seam changeups against lefties and sinker sliders against righties. He's also got a knuckle curveball. He'll throw it any time, and it can be very good. If it gets good, he rides it.
Here's Jung-Hoo Lee. Had a nice game in Texas the other night where he parked a couple out of the ballpark. And he's got his group here.
The Young Hooligans.
The Young Hooligans.
Well, I think that's a pretty good name for his fan base.
Love it.
And it's a large fan base. He's very popular.
Yeah, like maybe a whole country.
Well, he's on board. And we need to bring those hats back.
Right now, 3-0. 4-0. Hey, Giants have a base runner.
All right, let's take a look at the Tigers defense. It's brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law, starting in the outfield from left to right. It'll be Green, Clark, and McKinstry. Baez and McGonigal on the left side of the infield. Torres and Torkelson on the right side. Dylan Dingler, he'll be in the squad putting down the signs. And Dylan Dingler has a great arm.
We'll see about that. Adames takes a strike. Adames at 221, 18 home runs, 47 driven in. Swing, gonna miss, nothing in 2. Hauser getting loose.
Giants were using an opener tonight with Brubaker. Hauser expected to eat the majority of the innings in tonight's game.
And this is hooked foul.
There's our ball due to work out down there. It's Matt Seligman. He's at third base. His dad, Robbie Seligman, he's over at first base. The old left-hander. He's a rolling guy.
Take things serious. Come on. Adames out swinging. So here's Devers. Devers with that open stance takes a pitch in tight. Devers on the road trip. He went 8 for 24 with 1 home run. And he takes low again. Does have 3 home runs in his last 14 games. 23 total. Susak on deck. And a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike.
One thing about Ramon DeJesus, plate umpire, you don't have to throw it between the catcher's leg to get a strike. He knows his strike zone.
Devers chasing that high fastball, fouls it out of play too.
He's thinking he just missed that.
High drive, center field. Hit well. And it is out of here. And just like that, the Giants take the lead. Home run number 24.
Well, it can happen to you if you're a pitcher early in the game. A curveball doesn't always respond to your early inning assignments. And after throwing that fastball, he figured he couldn't throw another one because Devers was on him, and he hung that curveball.
Susak takes a strike.
Take a look at the overthrow of the curveball, and he just lays right out there above the belt, and he pile drives it right over the center field wall. And he knew it.
He hits a lot of home runs from 399 to right center field.
Yeah, this comes in a 2-strike, 2-out situation. That really hurts a pitcher. He's thinking he's a strike away from getting out of an inning, and boom, now he's behind.
A quick 0-2 to Susak. And a quick 0-3 to Susak. So, a walk to Lee, and then a strikeout and a big fly. As this one leaves the yard, it's bye-bye, baby. It's 2-1 Giants.
This telecast is brought to you by Xfinity. Get Wi-Fi so reliable it never gets caught looking phone price for the next 5 years and same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that.
Giants on top 2-1 on the Devers home run. So here's Adrian Hauser. Time for a change switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on. So those are the numbers for Hauser as he comes in. And this is shot into right field for a base hit. That was Spencer Torkelson.
Hey, right now the Tigers have a plan. They're getting after it early in the count. And with both Brubaker and Hauser, sinker ball guys with reputation, they're going, the right-handed hitters are going the opposite way. I mean, it's a really solid approach.
So here's their center fielder, Max Clark. And Clark takes high. Clark has only got 24 at bats this year. But I mean, he's taking advantage of him. He's 8 for 24, which works out to a .333 batting average. He does have a home run. He's got 4 runs batted in. And it looks like he doesn't shave, so he's a young player.
Well, you don't need to shave.
And that's just a bit high.
That's what cats are for. Throw a little cream on your chin, let them lick it off. Perfect.
My goodness. Foul back.
You know, this is one of those series where these teams don't have a lot of history against each other. So when you're playing a team for just 3 games in a year, you really have to rely on your advanced scouting. There's A.J. Hinch, the skipper of the Tigers.
Got him. And he was called up on August 1st.
Well, tomorrow, Brandon Belt, Brandon Crawford, Joe Panik, Buster Posey, and Pablo Sandoval will be inducted into the Giants Wall of Fame. Be in your seats at 3 p.m. to enjoy the full pregame ceremony. All fans in attendance will receive a Wall of Fame poster presented by Levi's. Go to sfgiants.com/Wall of Fame.
Baez. Basabe goes a long way, but throws him out. You could see Baez was definitely trying to hit that hole.
Inside out again. And there you see the range that Basabe shows on the play. It's a good play.
So with 2 outs, runner in scoring position, here's Zach McKinstry. He's at 216. And he takes a strike. Hauser at the belt in the pitch, and it's in tight.
Just pounding that inside corner with the front door sink. And he's on. I mean, he's a corner guy. He doesn't give you a lot out over the middle.
McKinstry, career year last year. So these numbers, he hit 260. 23 doubles, 11 triples, 12 home runs. Those are good numbers. Ropes one into right field. Jung-Ho Lee's got it. His throw is going to be late. It's 2-0. So McKinstry out of that 9 spot.
Tries to go inside again. He stayed on that side of the plate the whole at bat, and McKinstry fighting one off and getting a big time money hit. And he does it with 2 outs.
the leadoff hitter, McGonigal, who singled and eventually scored the first run. Here he takes a low.
Well, he had a bit of good fortune in that first at bat. He got jammed and threw a little grenade out to right field that dropped between Basabe, the second baseman, and Jung-Hoo Lee, the right fielder.
Good hitting.
There's good hitting there. As an old hitting instructor of ours used to say.
2 balls and a strike.
That's one of those hits you get when you're hot, and he's been hot.
Pushes him back. It's 3-1.
I mean, normally I think this would be a great steal situation. You have your ninth hitter on base, 2 outs, steal. If you're in, you win, you get in scoring position. If not, you just get to lead the next inning off with your leadoff hitter.
So the pitch is high, so now you got that runner in scoring position. And it's Gleyber Torres,
who likes that first pitch.
And on the first pitch, Koss is going to tag out McKinstry. Tigers tied up.
This telecast is brought to you by Cresco, with 19 Northern California locations to serve your tool and equipment needs.
Tigers tied up in the top of this inning, so it'll be Gilbert to lead things off. It's 2-2. Gilbert, Basabe, and McRae. This is the youngsters hitting here in the bottom of the second. Gilbert hitting .241. Really done a nice job of hanging in there around that 225, 250 mark. It's 2 balls and a strike. And the one thing that he has shown is that he can play center field. Three and one.
One thing we've seen from him in regards to improvement is knowledge of the strike zone, discipline of the strike zone. First 100 at bats that he had, I mean, he was a bit of a free swinger. But he's learned patience, and it really has created better hitting counts for him.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure before leaving too early, and there's the walk. Here's Basabe. Basabe definitely got everybody's attention on this past road trip, as he shoots this one into left field. So here's McRae.
Basabe jumping on that first pitch. There's another high fastball. He's really been, Montero's been hurt with a lot of mistakes up right now in this game. And he's been staying down around the knees. He hadn't been giving up a lot of loud contact. He raises above the belt and he's getting torched.
Here's McRae, who has shown that he's a pretty good bunter, although not that time. McRae hitting at 107. There's the bunt. And Dingler gets out there quickly to make the play. So nice job.
You don't take a sacrifice bunt for granted. You just don't. You don't see it a lot. Because of that, because it's so infrequent that you see it, you know, guys aren't that sharp with it, but Grant McCray is. Good job.
Tigers now bring the infield in for Christian Koss, and he looks at a pitch down and away.
The weakest arm in the outfield for the Tigers is in left field with Riley Green.
Swing. That's the pitch that looks so good.
McKinstry in right has an average arm, and we haven't seen Clark, the center fielder, yet. We heard it's a little above average, but we have to see it.
Two and one. Tigers with 4 hits, the Giants with just 2.
Well, this should be a pretty good pitch to hit. Montero doesn't want to get to a 3-ball count with a 9-place hitter. And that was perfection. Yeah. Backdoor sink at 95. Koss has got to put the ball in play. That's his goal. Montero's pitching for the strikeout.
Got him.
Right, he chased. And that's one he'll think about heading back to the bench. Well, you really are disappointed in yourself when you go out of the strike zone and in a put-in-play situation. And he knew it halfway into the swing.
Here's Eldridge. Now the defense can relax for the Tigers. Eldridge takes a strike. Right now, Montero using that high fastball. One ball and one strike. Eldridge popped out to the third baseman, McGonigal, in the first inning. Here it's 2-1. We're going to get a challenge.
Wow.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Well, as close as you're going to get.
Not even close. If you're Dingler, you got to be a little ticked off, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Give it a shot again. What the heck?
Yeah, why not? You got one left. It's the second inning. Perfect time to use it.
And the walk.
Well, he had a base opening, and he took advantage of it. I don't think that's a bad walk. I mean, he had power in the box with Eldridge. But, I mean, you also got a guy who's hitting above 300 stepping in the batter's box, so that may be the topic of conversation. Chris Fetter's going to come out, give Montero a bit of a breather. It's an inning that's been running long. Pat on the back pocket. Okay, go get him.
Here's Jung Hoo Lee. Bases are loaded. Not close. 1 ball and no strikes. Good swing at a high fastball to even the count.
One of the things that is a strength of Jung Hoo Lee is that he will go with the location. You pitch him away, he'll go to left field. You go inside, he'll spin on you. That's what 300 hitters do.
Line drive, base hit. Gilbert scores. Basabe scores. Jung Hoo Lee coming through.
Again, a 2-out money hit, 2 innings in a row. And for Jung Hoo Lee going right back up the middle, very disciplined swing. Paying high dividends.
It's a 4-2 lead. Each team now has scored in every half inning. Here's Adames, who rolls one to third. Hit is kicked. And everybody's safe.
Oh, and more importantly, it gets Rafi Devers right back in the batter's box. Jumping on the first pitch. And it looked like McGonigal did he take his eye off the ball? He did not. The ball came up on him.
Devers a home run. The straightaway center field in the first. And here he takes a strike.
It's a quality first pitch strike with that curveball. It's the first time he's put a curveball in the strike zone down around the knees.
And a pop-up. Who's got it? It looks like it's Baez. And that'll end the inning. So the Giants pick up a pair, and they now take the lead 4-2. And now let's go to our Giants public address announcer, Carolyn McCardle.
Yesterday, our beloved Mike Krukow announced that he will be retiring at the end of this season, marking the end of a truly remarkable career with the Giants organization. The true definition of a forever Giant. He has taught generations of fans about baseball, brought us inside it from the perspective of a major league pitcher, and called every game with incredible insight, unmistakable humor, and genuine heart. He's been one of the great ambassadors for this franchise, and his passion and spirit, character, and love for the Giants have made every Giants fan feel like they're part of something bigger, a family. Congratulations on an incredible career, Kruk. We look forward to celebrating you in your illustrious career on Sunday, September 27th.
So there you go. Calling it a career. How about grabbing some pine meat? Never thought it would actually apply to you.
Well,
Giants broadcaster since 1990, winning Emmys all over the place. 3-time California Sportscaster of the Year. 4-trick loser. Yeah, we know all about that. And 4 World Series. 3 of those we had so much fun. Anyway.
enjoy your retirement, Pete.
Yeah,
well,
maybe well said. So nice by our crowd here at Oracle Park, and duly appreciated on both ends.
Wow.
Here it's 4-2. The hitter, right now I really don't care, is Dylan Dingler, and he takes a pitch down low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I've been saying that a lot the last day and a half. I need a minute. Jeez.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? I mean, finally yesterday by 6 o'clock, I just to make the conversation short with people that would come up to me, I was just like, I'm glad he's leaving.
Yeah.
And then that ended the conversation. 2-2 to Dingler, who reached on a fielder's choice and picked up an RBI in the first inning. Well, it's going to be like this until the end of the season, so I think you better get used to it.
You know what? I'm looking forward to it. Just to say goodbye and say thank you, and maybe hang on a little bit longer on the hugs, but it has been such a wonderful time that we've had, all of us together.
This is rolled foul.
And I mean everybody, from the players, the coaches, managers, the front office, all the folks that work this ballpark, our incredible crew that have put these broadcasts on. And every night we come to this ballpark, and every fan just completely comes in happy and just ready for good baseball. And it's just been our pleasure, my pleasure. When I say our pleasure, I speak for my wife, Jennifer, for my family and partner.
Yeah, it's been a good ride. It's been like the magical parade down Montgomery that never ended.
That never ended. I need a minute.
Although our car did break down. There's a pitch outside.
Yes, it did.
Remember the guy turned around and said, "You're going to have to get out"? What?
We're in the parade. We can't get out.
We were told we could get out. Line drive on 1 hop. Look at that. Adames. Flip throw. They got him. That is as good as it gets, folks.
Well, we're going to make it our mass mutual moment. He had no time, and yet he still gets a throw off. He goes by way of the 1 hop, and he just gets Dingler by a nose. I tell you, I mean, for a big catcher, Dingler can fly.
You know, just a little dribbler that stays fair. Susak will throw on the run, and Devers says, "I got this."
Giants slapping some D on this very good defensive Tiger team. They lead the American League in defense, so they're watching great defense here put on by the Giants this inning. And let's watch Susak off balance, off the right foot, and a good dig out from Devers.
Devers has definitely established himself as someone that can play that position.
He really looks like he's played first base his whole life. That's how comfortable he looks over there.
And a lot of times, especially in this organization over the last 30 years, even more than that, is the ability of the guys we've seen play this position here to throw. Even from Darrell Evans on, every first baseman that's worn this uniform has loved to throw.
I mean, you just never really, when you start reviewing arm strength, you never really talk about first baseman that much.
That's right. Yeah. Belt, who's got the best arm on the infield? Well, Belt, he's at first.
Yeah, well, or JT Snow, he's at first. You know, it is something that you take for granted. But when Devers, I mean, third baseman by trade, comes over across the diamond over to first base, he doesn't get that many times to show off his arm, and he's got a good one.
Nice pitch by Hauser, and a shutdown inning. Two good friends of mine. I know them both very well, Mike Krukow and Bob Brenly. Well, the Houston Astros are going to come into town on this homestand, by the way. You can catch Rafi Devers, the guy that's going for the Triple Crown, Jordan Alvarez. He'll be in town. So visit Monday through Wednesday, Astros Giants, sfgiants.com/tickets. Here's Susak. Giants lead 4-2. And Susak on one pitch, a pop-up. One pitch, one out. McKinkle does the job. And here's Gilbert, who opened up the second with a walk. And after that, the Giants send 8 to the plate.
That's 3 pop-up outs that the Giants have hit. And it doesn't look to me like the Tigers are that impressed with Northern California wins.
You never know. They'll get you. Gilbert hitting in that 6th slot. Takes another pitch high. I don't know if this is a sellout, but it's close.
Crowds have been great all year.
There's a pop-up. McKinkle over. And there's the wins.
Yeah, that had a little personality.
If I call Russ Stanley to see this is a sellout, what would he say?
Well, he'd say, oh, yeah, it is.
It's a sellout. Of course it is.
Come on. That's going to be a sellout tomorrow as we celebrate 5 Wall of Famers.
Here's Basabe, a base hit in the second. He had a line drive right past Baez at short. And he takes a pitch up, and then he also is a guy that likes that first pitch.
Yeah, see ball, hit ball, run like crazy. Simple philosophy of what he wants out of an at bat.
There's a strike.
But for those of you coming tomorrow, the game is at, what, 4:10, 4:15? Be in your seats by 3 o'clock because the program's going to start and it's going to be overwhelming. Buster Posey, Brandon Crawford, Brandon Belt, Joe Panic, Pablo Sandoval, all being enshrined in the Giants Wall of Fame tomorrow. And a lot of people are coming back that'll be in the infield. Ex-players. There's Buster.
Wait a minute. Who was sitting next to Buster? Was that Effelt? And that's going to end the inning. We'll find out. I thought they didn't like each other.
Well, next Friday, K-Pop Demon Hunters take over Oracle Park as the Giants will lead off an exciting weekend against the Rockies. And you can celebrate the global phenomena with themed entertainment, in-game experience, and a spectacular post-game drone show. The Giants, go to sfgiants.com/drone for your tickets.
This is Torkelson, who banged a signal in the second inning and scored. And a big swing and a miss to even the count. Mike and I will not do the game tomorrow. Tomorrow's a nationally televised game, but we will be here for the ceremony. We get to be on the field.
We get to be on the field with the 5 new Wall of Famers. Willie Mays, Juni, and a cowboy hat absolutely go together.
I think that Uni goes together with just about everything. Out of play.
Everything and everybody.
One and two. Swing and a miss. How about that?
Nice 2-strike changeup. Take a look at the arm action. Great sell. Torkelson cannot lay off. Well, there's one of the faithful.
Here's Max Clark. Max Clark struck out in the second. So, Red Sox won. What did you tell me their record's been?
The last 37 games, the Boston Red Sox have gone 32 and 5. 32 and 5.
Yeah, it puts them right in the race now with the Yankees. And, you know, they fired their manager, Alex Cora. Chad Tracy took over. And don't you have a little history with the Tracy family?
I do.
Yeah. Thought you did.
You know, he's an easy guy to root for.
Pitch is high. It's 3-2.
But to turn a team around and have them become the dominant team in the league, I mean, that just doesn't happen very often.
There's a foul back. Jim Tracy managed the Dodgers, Pirates, and Rockies. As that's strike 3 call, and that's Chad Tracy's dad.
When Chad Tracy was a baby, I held him. Take a look at front door sink with 96 miles an hour, perfect location. See ya.
Well, maybe that had a little bit to do with what's happened. Here's Adames to Devers.
That's what I'm saying.
Bias on one pitch, and the Giants still lead.
Now for the play of the game presented by your California Ford dealers. One of our favorite memories from 2012 World Series against the Tigers was Game 2 and the relay from Gregor Blanco to Marco Scudo to Buster Posey that got Prince Fielder at the plate. Correctly called at home plate by umpire Dan Asanya without the benefit of a replay camera.
Remembering is Jeremy Affeldt next to Buster. Remembering that play, he thought for sure that he was safe.
100%.
And this is hit down the line. Torkelson is going to make the play with Montero covering.
That's nice play. Indeed.
And it wasn't until he got to the dugout, Fielder got to the dugout, that somebody told him, no, you were out. Here's that nice play.
Craig's thinking, man, I spin on one, hit it right on the button, and the guy picks me like that. Well, welcome to the big leagues. As we mentioned, Tigers lead the American League in defense.
Here's Koss, who shows bunt and takes a strike. A good relay play, though, is like poetry in motion. It really is.
I think that's the play that really exemplifies the big leagues, because it takes a bunch of guys to pull it off. I mean, everything about the play had to be perfect. Getting the ball, getting rid of the ball, hitting your cutoff man as a cutoff man, getting yourself in position, you get off a quick throw, and then throw with accuracy to your catcher, and then have the catcher put the tag on. There's no force there.
Got him. I was thinking, you know what? I used to think this game was fun. Now, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Well, it's a game that makes you talk to yourself.
But if you're not the DH, you got to go out and play defense and not think about it. Eldridge fouls it out of play.
Well, how do you do that?
Yeah, you just got to make sure that you go out and concentrate on defense. Otherwise, you're going to embarrass yourself. Embarrassment can be quite a motivator, by the way. Eldridge with a high pop-up, high enough for maybe somebody to get there. And Green does. We've completed 4. 4-2 Giants.
This telecast is brought to you by Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, now open daily. Come try Vertical 360, our spinning, flipping, over-the-top new ride. Save on passes and wristbands at beachboardwalk.com.
All right, Giants lead 4-2 is Adrian Hauser throwing to Zach McKinstry. McKinstry an RBI single in the second. Glad you joined us on this Friday night. For the Giants, this is game number 116. Nice calm night. Mike got on the water, I think. I say calm and then I look at the flags and I go, well, maybe not.
It is in McCovey Cove. Always calm waters coming into the cove. If you ever get a chance to come in on a boat, do it.
There's a line drive and McKinstry's got another hit. Well, take the Giants on the go this season and stream the games on the NBC Sports app. And it's brought to you by Toyota. Here's McGonigal. And the pitch. Snap throw and back easily is McKinstry.
McKinstry, not a big base shooter. He's got 1 on the year. He's been thrown out 5 times. So at what point do you stop trying to steal when you're successful 1 out of 6 times?
Well, yeah. This is a shot up the middle and a base hit. McKinstry is going to motor over to third. To answer your question, Mike, I think you say to the manager, I'm leaving it up to you to go, not me.
Tries to go front door with the sink, makes the pitch he wants to make. And McGonigal, who's been really hot, I mean, he's taken advantage of everything. 2 knocks and a walk tonight.
I mean, look, if you're Hauser, you're saying, well, I got a double play ball.
So I'd have been saying, but you see double play positioning sort of ignored.
It's a high pop up to right field. Do we have a challenge? Chung Lee's got it, and here's the throw. And it is on the money. And stopping about halfway down the line was McKinstry, and it was a good thing.
Well, Susak has to go out in front of the plate, and he's concentrating on the ball, assuming that that runner's going to come. He may have had a peek when he left, thinking that this guy's coming, so he turns around expecting to be a runner there, and there was nobody there. Had he have come up thinking third base, he may have had a chance to get him on a pickoff throw. Okay, he sees him coming, and now he's thinking he's committed, but once he concentrates on the ball, he takes his eye off the runner. Tigers catch a break.
Here's Dingler. And Hauser very nicely runs that one in on his hands.
The thing about Adrian Hauser, he's not Not afraid to pitch inside, both sides of the plate.
Foul back. Ooh, there's a pitch that Dingler had a good swing in.
You don't want to miss up there. Dingler's got 26 home runs and 79 RBIs, and a lot of those home runs have come on that location. And he was on it.
Low.
Good 0-2 pitch. Make him think about it. He didn't miss the strike zone by a whole bunch, and if he swings at that, a good chance you're going to get a ground ball to get a double play.
Well, we're going to do it again. There's Jung-Hoo Lee. This time he catches, and this time we get the same results. Except the throw is a little bit offline. Look at that.
Well, McKinstry, I mean, he's got above average speed, so he just didn't think there was enough opportunity there. And Jung-Hoo Lee, respecting that speed, getting off that throw as quick as he can. And I think it was a quick delivery that froze McKinstry and sent him back to third. Nice play.
Well, not out of the woods yet. Here's Riley Green. And Green takes a wicked swing and fouls it straight back. Not afraid to swing at these Tigers.
No, they're very aggressive in that first pitch. He was trying to put that ball in the cove.
Next pitch is wide. This is the fifth.
Hey, you're here.
Couple of long ballers right there.
Yeah, no question. That's a lot of power, those two unis.
Yeah. I can just see that shot again. I think the way the bodies are now, I think the Kuiper's jersey's on the wrong guy. Here it's 1-2. Flare to left. And sliding is McRae. And that'll end the inning with 3 pop-ups. We will head to the home half of the 5th inning. It's 4-2. Welcome back to the broadcast booth presented by Lazy Boy. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Next to me is Mike Krukow. Well, you know, we've touched on this before, but Giants haven't done a very good job against the American League. They're 12-21, but I think I've heard you say that you wished interleague play would have been in action when you played.
Oh, I mean, one of the greatest things about being in the big leagues is playing in the great ballparks. Well,
falling down is the center fielder Clark, but he'll recover. Go ahead.
But I mean, my whole career was in the National League. I never saw any of the American League ballparks. You got to see all the National League ballparks when you got traded from Cleveland to the Giants. But not only is the ballparks, but the players. I never got to play against Don Mattingly or George Brett. I mean, I missed all that. And you know, when you're at this level, you want to see the great players in the world. So I do regret that we didn't have any interleague play.
Giants played in the very first interleague game. They played the Texas Rangers. I believe it was 1997. Here's Adames. High, deep, towards the wall, out of here.
Well, that might have been the highest home run going out of here this year.
Yeah.
And he gets a fastball that's just a little bit below the belt middle end. And he just yanks it over the wall.
Yeah, he hits a lot of balls, Mike. He squares them up, but he hits them so high that they don't leave the park. That one did.
That one did. Home run number 19 for Willie Adames.
Devers homered to center field in the first. 0-2.
Off of a curveball. And that last pitch to get the strike, curveball. You know, that's the one thing up here. You throw a breaking ball, a guy hits out of the ballpark. Will you evaluate? Well, was it a good breaking ball? In the home run at bat of Devers, it was not a good curveball. It was up.
Right.
You can't let a hitter take a pitch away from you.
Devers stays alive.
What you change is location. Move that ball down below the strike zone and got a swing through and a first strike. Dave Greshner on your left, science director of training.
On the ground into the hole, but cut off by Torres. Devers will be thrown out. And that'll bring to the plate Daniel Susak. Susak is struck out and popped out. And it's a little pop-up that is playable for Torkelson. And with the exception of the home run, a quick inning for Cater Montero. Giants with the home run. It's bye-bye baby. It's also 5-2. Schedule brought to you by Cass Creek Casino Resort. 2 more games against these Tigers this weekend. Astros are in town for 3 games on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then, of course, one of our favorite days is called the day off. And then who comes in? But the Colorado Rockies. Here's the pitch to Colt Keith, and it's low. Inning number 6.
Well, and this next pitch for Hauser is going to be 63. He's been very economical with his pitch count.
Keith has struck out twice. And a strike. It's 2-1.
I think the way he took that pitch, he was sitting on something off speed.
Hit to center field. Gilbert spins around. Now squares up. 1 out. And this pitch rolls to the backstop. That's dedication there, folks.
Gamers assembled.
And they go home and they hang that uni in their closet.
Yes, and they put it on when they wake up.
Maybe listening to John and Dave.
Yeah, they've got their earplugs in. Spencer Torkelson, he grew up Northern California, out of Petaluma. He listened to John and Dave as a kid. John Miller, Dave Fleming. Product out of Casa Grande High School, who went on to Arizona State.
There they are.
There's our partners, and Darren Chan, our radio engineer in the back. Engineer and producer.
Every time I see Dave now wearing glasses, it's like I just want to laugh.
Well,
I just look at he doesn't shave, but he's got glasses.
it's the only sign of him getting old.
Bounce foul.
He's got like 8 gray hairs on both sides of his head, and you know, he just. I figured a guy who had twin daughters, he'd have a few more gray hairs.
There's a shot up the middle for Torkelson. He's going to cut down on his off-season job doing basketball and football.
Well, he wants to watch his son David, his basketball player in high school. His daughters are now, I think they're going to be juniors at Yale. Both of them got into Yale, and they're back east in the Ivy League.
Here's Max Clark. Clark has struck out twice. Here he bounces this one the other way for a base hit. So back-to-back singles, and that'll bring up Baez.
Tigers are feisty. I mean, they're a confident bunch. They've been playing good ball, and they've been swinging the bats.
So here's Baez, and this is the one veteran in this lineup that swings for it, and he can hit it too. He's got power. The 2016 postseason, where the Giants played the Cubs, Baez was a big part of that series win for the Cubs. This is a broken bat pop-up that, can somebody get it? It's going to be Adames. Otherwise, probably nobody.
You look at the bat head that flew out almost to the shortstop position. And I'm watching this play set up. I kind of forgot about Adames. I mean, I was looking at Basabe. I was looking at Gilbert coming in. And out of nowhere comes Willie Adames, who is really good on this play. I mean, he really goes well into the outfield on those short pop-ups.
He had a good angle, too. Susak's going to go out and have a word with Hauser. The hitter is McKinstry, who is 2 for 2. I mean, bench your mobile provider for better coverage and bigger savings with Xfinity Mobile, and get Wi-Fi plus 5G that won't strike out. Xfinity, imagine that.
Giants do have activity in their bullpen. Raver, San Martin, the lefty's getting ready. There's Raver.
Down and in for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
I mean, this is normally where you want to be. If you have a rally going against you late in the ball game, you want to be facing the 9th place hitter, but not tonight. McKinstry's had good at bats. 2 hits.
It's a good pitch for a strike. And a bit wide. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two runs on 8 hits for the Tigers. The Giants 5 runs on 4 hits. Little dribbler, foul. Cusack, instead of picking it up and throwing to first, made sure it stayed foul.
Well, you got to make sure if you're going to flip that ball away that it's his foul, and he had a great look at it, as did Ramon DeJesus, plate umpire.
So we go to a full count. Here's the payoff. Runners will go. Foul back. Get a healthy rip.
Nice pitch. Again, I mean, you don't expect these type of at-bats from a guy hitting in the 9-hole, but more and more, I mean, we're seeing guys that have changed that perspective, hitting out of the 9th spot. See more speed in that 9th spot, more contact hitters.
And again, out of play.
Guys who have similar tendencies in their hitting ability that leadoff hitters or second place in the lineup hitters. As a pitcher, I mean, you can't take anybody in the lineup for granted. You just can't.
Runners go. Swinging another foul.
About the time you think you have the advantage on a hitter and you don't give him enough respect, you're backing up third. Got a battle going on here. Curveball, four-seamer, changeup. He's dragged him through the garden, everything he's got.
The 3-2. On the ground, foul.
It's probably going to be Hauser's last at bat because of the pitch count, and this at bat had a lot to do with that pitch count. San Martin and the bullpen's ready.
Three and two. And another foul.
And he's staying on his hands. I mean, really, he's just saying, okay, here's my sinker. It's on your hands. Do something with it. And McKinstry, who's got to protect with 2 strikes, I mean, he's covering it. This pitch is way too close to take.
Three and two. And a high fly ball. It'll be caught to end the inning. Nice job, Adrian Hauser.
Well, this Sunday, head out to Oracle Park for Girls' Day as the Giants close out the series against the Tigers. The first 20,000 fans will receive a stylish corduroy hat presented by Ghirardelli. Go to sfgiants.com/promotions.
Here's Drew Gilbert, and Gilbert takes the pitch down low.
I don't know if I've ever had a corduroy hat.
Yeah, it doesn't never seem to make sense. And a backdoor breaking ball. By the way, welcome back to the broadcast booth. Down the way just a little bit. Tito Fuentes is back after a couple of months away. Tito banged up a little bit, but not anymore.
Great to see him back at the yard.
Tito with the magnifying glass.
Hey, whatever it takes.
1-2 to Gilbert. Gilbert.
You start talking about Tito Fuentes, the one thing you notice when you've been around him for a while is he doesn't have a bad day ever.
No, he's pretty much glass full. Shot up the middle. Torres will make the play.
Nice play.
Hey, now a word from Jack in the Box.
Don't get FOMO. Get my Philly-style bonus Jack combos and new Philly Munchie Meal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
With one out, here's Basabe. Basabe 1 for 2. And a strike. McRae on deck with one out. Big chopper towards the hole. Baez is going to have to throw. And he missed the tag, or at least that's what Adrian Johnson thinks. Torkelson, not so much.
Torkelson immediately looked over to A.J. Hinch and said, you better check that one out. They are. The first baseman's not going to be that adamant about a call being missed if he didn't indeed get him. Well, I couldn't tell from that angle.
Oh, on the foot.
Got him on the side of the left foot.
That's unfortunate.
He got him. That's a nice play.
Yeah.
You know, you're in a precarious situation if you're Basabe because you know you're out, but you can't leave the base. You got to play it out. So it ended up being a nice play, not only from Baez's perspective, but Torkelson's perspective. So New York, we're waiting. The crews in New York are Jordan Baker and Vic Carapazza. Those two crews are reviewing the play.
Well, do you think they need any help?
Well,
I mean, I'm willing to help them move this game along a little bit. Just by saying something like this.
There's got to be like...
Tagged him on the foot.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe.
Tigers can't believe it. Never mind all the stuff I said. It was just for fun.
Yeah, I mean, I already put 6-3 in my book.
I did too. Yeah, those guys are good in New York.
I guess they are.
That's got to be a hit, right?
Yeah. All the way.
Now here's Grant McRae. Snap throw.
Yeah, don't get picked off. That would be bad.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe. Detroit loses their challenge.
Oh.
Well, AJ, Kipe and I were doing the same thing up here,
Yeah,
but happy to see it.
There's a strike.
So now it's up to Grant McRae to make that hurt. He's got power.
Hit well to center field. Clark now with a beat on it. And in front of the wall, he'll make the catch. Well, almost on cue. And here's Koss.
So once again, we're going to see a visit from the pitching coach of the Tigers, Chris Fetter. Second mound visit of the night. So if you're a pitching coach, you're going to go out there, you're going to make a second mound visit to the same guy. You're out there for one reason. And that's what you tell him. Look, I got nothing to say to you, but I'm just giving the guy in the bullpen a little chance to get heated up.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you're Drew Summers, the lefty in the pen, you appreciate the extra few throws. But it also can light a fuse. Pitching coach can say, this is your last hitter. If you want to stay in this game, you need to get him out.
Koss. Koss has struck out twice as he fouls this one back.
I always thought that was a great motivational speech. When a pitching coach challenges a pitcher. You don't get this guy out, you're gone. Okay, I know the rules.
0-2.
Now, Christian Koss has had a rough night against Montero. He struck out twice already, and here he is in a quick 0-2. This is when you start thinking, well, maybe I'm going to bunt an 0-2 count.
Outside, 1-2.
Does that happen to you where you just don't pick a guy up?
Yeah, absolutely. You do have weird thoughts about, I mean, what am I going to do? I need to make contact here. And he does, and of course it's right at somebody. All right, we'll head to the 7th. It's 5-2 Giants. All right, let's check out our game summary brought to you by Toyota. Let's first check on home runs. The Giants got one, a 2-run home run from Devers in the first, and then the solo shot in the 5th by Willie Adames. Jung-Hoo Lee with a 2-out RBI single to give the Giants, at that point now they're 5 runs, and it was a start for Brubaker, who gave up a run. Hauser gave up a run, but he was sensational. So here we are with the new pitcher. It's Keaton Wynn. Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on. And Jung-Hoo Lee with a terrific play to hold McGonagall to a single.
Well, McGonagall's had a great night. 3 hits and a walk. And with his speed off the crack of the bat, he's sinking 2 bases. And Jung-Hoo Lee just took the double away, and it kept the force in order. This is a big play. Nicely done.
Here's Torres. Torres takes down low. Torres singled. He's rolled out and he's popped out. And a bouncing ball foul.
With Keaton Wynn, you get 2 types of fastball, a split and a slider. Picked up the 2-seam fastball this year. It's been a really good pitch for him, and he can heat it up, and he can go high 90s with the velocity.
Down low.
That's a good 0-2 pitch. And from Torres' perspective, that's a good take. Not an easy one.
On the ground. Could be a pair. That's one. Basabe. He takes his time. That's two.
Thank you, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Yeah, good point.
And that's one
Very
of those
good point.
plays when Jung-Hoo Lee comes off the field. Keaton Wynn will go over there and pat him on the back and say thank you for turning that double into a single.
Here's Dingler. And he takes a strike.
This guy is intriguing. Take a look at those numbers, and that tells you why. 276, 26 bombs, hit 79. But what we weren't expecting to see from Dingler was speed. You don't see a lot of speed in August, September, or October from catchers. And he's an exception.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Foul. Right down the third base line in foul territory. Koss will get it to the ball dude. And now there's 2 strikes on Dingler.
There's a Verlander fan.
We got a challenge.
Good time for it.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. So it's a bit outside. And the walk.
You're not going to be happy about that one. Well, that's one thing that a manager and a pitching coach pay attention to in 3-2 counts. Okay, if you miss, how far do you miss away from the strike zone? And if you're missing by big margins, that's a concern.
So Tony Vitello is going to make the move with Riley Green coming up. Keaton Wynn will depart. Hinchis will come in. It's 5-2, and we'll be back. Two runs on 9 hits. That's right. 9 hits for the Tigers. The Giants just with 5, but they lead in this one 5-2. Hinchis will come in to try to get the cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
See the numbers for Hinchis is a 32nd appearance on the year. 25 innings in those 31 appearances. 1-3 with a 2.52 ERA.
So this will be the 4th pitcher for the Giants.
Challenge fastball above the hands.
And another, although I don't believe that was a fastball.
No, it was a lazy breaking ball. There's no way you try and put a lazy breaking ball in on the hands. That was a mistake.
Look out. I don't know if that was an emergency swing or if Riley Green was just trying to get out of the way.
I think he was just trying to get out of the way. And this is a heat seeker. This is right in on the hands again. That was about 6 inches above the thumbs.
Ooh.
That'll make you wish you played soccer.
Hit into left center field, but not hit very hard, and it's going to fall. And Koss had a shot, but the mistake was made by throwing it to third.
Well, you have to realize the risk and reward. I mean, your instinct is always going to be the lead bag, but you have to remember you've got a 3-run lead, and you don't want to put the back runner in scoring position by throwing to a base, allowing that runner to advance. The throw should have gone to second base. With 2 outs, I mean, you're not worried about keeping a runner in the forest. You're worried about keeping that runner on a base where he's less likely to score. And he knew it.
Eduardo Valencia is pinch hitting. And in a small sample size of at-bats, he's doing extremely well. And he had a rip. It's a ball and a strike. There's a half swing. He's 14 hits in 34 at bats.
Well, he swung at that last pitch from Sam Hentges like it's the first time he ever saw a curveball.
He doesn't have a walk, so
he likes to swing it. Good pitch, 1-2 with the fastball down below the strike zone. If a guy doesn't like to walk, if you miss, you want to miss down.
So Zach, a good block. It's 3-2.
I mean, you do have an open base, but you've got big time power on deck with Torkelson.
Got him with a breaking ball. And that'll end the inning.
Oh,
wow. It remains 5-2.
That was nasty. Crawford, Joe Panic, Buster Posey, and Pablo Sandoval will be inducted into the Giants Wall of Fame. Be in your seats, please, at 3 o'clock to enjoy the pregame ceremony featuring forever Giants and legends. All fans in attendance will receive a Wall of Fame poster presented by Levi's. Go to sfgiants.com/Wall of Fame.
So here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Drew Summers is your new pitcher.
See the numbers, 25th appearance on the year. He's a sinker slider guy. That's what you're going to see most of the time. A lot of movement down around the knees.
94 on the outside corner. Not bad.
He goes mid to high 90s. He tops out around close to 97.
And tight.
I don't think he's a comfortable at bat for lefties. He's got a little sling to him, and he's a big fella, 6'3", 260.
Off his foot is Eldridge. Kind of drops the bat. Walk it off. It's hard to do, but that's what you got to do.
Anthony Reyes looking on.
Always high alert.
They got that. Trainers have that look where they look at you and they don't blink.
This is a high and out of play. That's true.
Dave Gresham and his staff, they are so good. There's Yo.
Big swing and a miss. Summers gets his first out, and it's the strikeout. Jung-hoo, a little roller. Can he beat it out? No.
Well, time now for our Ultimate Performer, brought to you by your Bay Area BMW Centers. Willie Adames homered in the 5th inning. 19th home run of the season and career home run number 199. And it was high, the way my partner likes to see home runs. And that may have been the highest home run of the year.
That was a good one. So Adames waits, and he takes in tight. It was home run number 19 for Willie. There's a swing and a miss. One and one with 2 outs. One and two. Devers watching from the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Foul back. And the 1-2. Adames started to go, but held up.
Good pitch, good take. Really, Adames by nature is a low ball hitter, and that's a tough take for him.
Foul back. It stays at 2-2.
I think Summers is sneaky.
Adames might win this challenge.
Yeah, he might. It looked to me like he had a chance.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
And win it, he does. So, lives to see another pitch.
Got him. That'll end the inning. Summers a couple of strikeouts. 8th inning is coming your way. Well, get all your highlights, analysis, live updates, Giants Talk episodes, and more. Everything a Giants fan needs with the NBC Sports Bay Area app, and you can download it now. Torkelson takes a strike from Hentges, who got the last out in the 7th inning. Well, Giants traded for Marcelo Meyer. There he is from the Red Sox.
Boston picked him in 2021, a first-round pick, 4th in the country. Battling a wrist injury right now, but very well
possible that you will see him in a game this year here in San Francisco.
Can't wait to see him suit up.
Koss has got it on a hop, and the throw is going to be way offline. Devers tried to save it, and Torkelson will reach.
Well, this was going to be a brilliant play, and here's the all-star portion of it, and here he perhaps hurries his throw a bit. I think he had a little more time than he thought he had. And despite the effort of Devers could not apply the tag.
And is that registered a hit?
We haven't heard. I think it is, yeah.
Torkelson a 3-hit night. Here's Max Clark, who tried to bunt his way on the last pitch. Now he'll take his time. And it's off the end of the bat, foul.
Watching Max Clark and his swing, I mean, his bat head stays in the strike zone a long time. It's a flat swing. And he's got outstanding opposite field approach, especially against lefties.
Got him.
Finch is going right at him with the fastball at the belt. And Clark, not thinking fastball, has to eat it. It's a generation where they will look for off-speed stuff in 2-strike counts. They'll guess. And you look at Clark's style, you're thinking, well, he would be a protect guy. Well, not that time.
Here's Baez. Baez takes down low.
No swing, says Adrian Johnson, first base umpire.
A healthy rip, but it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Baez has always been a guy who's not afraid to swing at him, and he goes out of the strike zone, but he can hit the ball out of the strike zone. And he can do it with power. Very aggressive. And he's toned it down from when we first saw him early in his career. He's a little more disciplined, but can still hurt you out of the strike zone.
Down the line in the park, and it's an out. A little out in front, Baez.
And right now, the Giants have 3 center fielders in the outfield, and they have great range. But the guy who's got the most range is in left field, and that's this man right here, Grant McCray. Guys defensively are as solid as they can be with these 3 guys in the outfield. So you got Hao-Yu Lee in the getting close to getting in that right-handed batter's box, making a pinch hit appearance. And Hao-Yu's got good power.
Well, Tony Vitello not making it in a move in that dugout. And it's just off the plate.
Ramon DeJesus, plate umpires, had a great night. He's been very consistent with his strike zone.
And Lee Tries to check his swing, but he goes around. He's hitting 263. As Mike said, he's got power.
Whoa.
That is a one-hopper. And a big league wild pitch.
Well, we used to explain that as too much pine tar on your fingertips. Well, those days are over. So since they've taken away that excuse, we really can't explain that.
Those were the ones that the two guys that were sitting together over in Buster Posey's booth.
Jeremy Affeldt put a name on that pitch. He called it that 48-foot curveball a scud.
Yeah, everybody thought it was funny except Buster.
Yeah, Buster did not appreciate it.
3-1. And now that's an issue because now the tying run's coming up.
Once again, the ninth spot in the lineup has been problematic for the Giants. So Justin Message going to come out. Have a word with Sam Hinches.
McGonigal has been on base 4 times. So it'll be lefty against lefty, but this guy is 3 singles and a walk. He came in hitting 284. And his average has gone up 5 points. Low. 1 ball and no strikes.
So now you're starting to see some big misses from Hinches. And he's got to throw a strike here.
McRae with lots of room. And that'll end the inning. Tigers strand a pair. And it remains 5-2. Well, watch exclusive Giants interviews, extended highlights and press coverage videos, tons of YouTube shots, shorts, all on NBC's authentic YouTube channel. Subscribe now.
That was a good recovery.
Yeah. Buster Posey's good friend. Best recovery ever.
The best one ever. Right now it's Emmanuel DeJesus, the new pitcher now for Detroit. 26 appearance on the year. He's 2-0 with a 3.68 ERA. He throws it up there pretty good, mid to high 90s. Slider and changeup are his specialty pitches.
Well, Devers gave the Giants a nice bolt in the first inning. Giants trailed after a half inning, 1-0, and Devers hit a 2-run home run.
It came in a 2-out, 2-strike situation, and he gets a hanging curveball from Montero and smacks it right out of the yard. Home run number 24, and that changed the whole feeling of the game.
1-2. Take 2-2. Landon Roop tomorrow. Sharply on the ground to Torkelson. 1 out. Landon Roop trying to get on track tomorrow. Hey, look who's here, an old friend.
There's Justin Verlander. Started his career out with Detroit, kind of went full circle. Giants had him last year. class act, true pro. And he went back home to Detroit, and he's announced that he is going to retire at the end of the year. And what a career he has had. He has had a Hall of Fame career. And someday he will be enshrined in Cooperstown. 266 wins for Verlander at the tender age of 43.
Giants didn't do him any favors with winning games that he pitched, and he pitched some really good games. Susac, it's 0-1.
I tell you what he did do is he brought professionalism into that clubhouse. He showed a lot of young pitchers what a veteran pitcher does, how he prepares, how he reacts to adversity, how he reacts to success. Just a great example.
Yeah, and time again, he would pitch and the team would lose one of his leads in the late innings, and he took it like a pro.
Never complained. Just started getting ready for his next start.
Susac out swinging. And here's Gilbert. Gilbert, a walk in the second, popped out in the third, and rolled out to second in the sixth. Here he takes a strike. For the Tigers in the ninth, they'll have the beef. Torres, Dingler, and Green. And that's a bit wide. There's a half swing, 1-2.
That's the swing about halfway into it. You're thinking, I hope nobody sees this. But can also deke a pitcher. Give him a little jolt of overconfidence.
And a pop-up is going to be playable for somebody. And it's going to be the third baseman who comes in, McGonigal, and that'll end the inning. So we'll head to the ninth. Giants lead 5. It's 5-2. Giants leading. Top of the ninth, Dylan Smith will try to get the last 3 outs.
Take a look at the numbers. 24th appearance for Smith. He's got 1 save and a couple opportunities. And this is a save opportunity.
And a strike. On the ground, Devers is going to knock it down, and he's not going to be. No, he did. They got
him. Well, that is a great example of perseverance. And Devers staying on this. When he got to the ball, I didn't think he'd have a chance to get in position to throw this. Turns in on his back foot, going away, flips a pearl right to Dylan Smith, who does his job of covering first, and they get the lead out. That is a big, big out.
I mean, for a big guy, that's about as quick as you can get to a ball. Rafi, I'm impressed.
And that'll relax your pitcher, getting that first out and a save op on top of the ninth.
Here's Stingler and a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. is 0 for 3. Does have an RBI in this game. 1-2.
Went upstairs with 97. You can keep climbing that ladder.
By the way, 34,104. On the ground, Adames on the run. Got him.
Dingler's still putting some heat on the play. I mean, this guy's been a squat for 8 innings tonight. I can't tell you how impressed I am with that athlete.
Here's Riley Green, and he takes a strike. Riley Green, a hit and 4 at-bats. The Tigers with 11 hits tonight. The Giants with 5. 1-2. Well, he'll take his timeout. Most standing here at Oracle Park, and not many people have left. Tarps off or having it?
Yeah, a little bit of an overthrow.
There they are.
Tarps off.
Here's the 3-2. And the walk. Here's Valencia, who struck out looking as a pinch hitter in the 7th. And he gets a curveball that I think he saw it early enough, and he pulled it foul.
He is in the swing mode. This guy wants this. He wants to hack away. So if you're pitching to a guy like that, you just aim for corners. Let movement fall out of the zone, or he'll chase.
Too low. Way out towards Triple's alley. Is anybody there? Oh, yeah. And that's the ball game. The longest out of the night is the last out of the night. And the Giants win game 1 of the series.
Well, the Giants played a really great game tonight defensively and really helped their pitchers out, and the pitchers responded. Giants only with 5 hits, but they had a couple leave the yard, and that was the difference in this game. This is one of their best defensive games of the year. They were spectacular.
And Hauser pitched good.
Hauser came in and gave the Giants 5 innings and minimized the pitch count, and he really gave this team a shot in the arm. But again, the defense really backed him up.
All right. Behind some key veterans and some young players, the Giants pull it off tonight. Here's your final score. It's the Giants 5 and the Tigers 2. Now for our fans, on NBC Bay Area KNTV. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned after the break for local news. If you're watching us on NBC Sports Bay Area, keep it right here for Toyota Giants Postgame Live after these messages.
There we go. They're trying to give me a Gatorade shower. Okay, I think we're safe. Hey, don't do it, dog. Hey!
It turns out home cooking is just...
You still here? Still here?